Hey there, and welcome to your guide to the agentic revolution. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest hurdles in the entire AI world, trust. I mean, think about it. In a world of instant answers and automated everything, how do you really know if what your AI is telling you is the real deal or just total fiction?
Story. Once upon a time, an enterprise trusted its AI to write a compliance report, but it hallucinated entire regulations. Now that sounds like a campfire story, right? But it's a real-world nightmare. An AI just confidently inventing facts out of thin air on something as critical as a compliance report. We're not talking about a simple mistake here. This is a catastrophic failure that can have huge legal and financial blow.
But hey, we're not here to just point out the problems. We're here to build. So level up, study buddy. Let's build the solution. It's time to learn how to architect an AI system that doesn't just sound smart, but one that is verifiably, provably correct. Let's build something we can actually trust. Okay, first things first, we have to understand the root of the problem. I call it the overconfidence gap. This is that dangerous space between an AI sounding incredibly sure of itself and it being completely and utterly wrong. You see, deep down, LLMs have this priority problem. They're trained from day one to sound right, to be fluent, to be coherent, to string words together in a way that sounds convincing. But that's a whole different ballgame from being right, which requires hard facts and, you guessed it, verification. And this is what leads to that infamous buzzword, hallucination. This is when an AI, trying its best to give you a good-sounding answer, just makes stuff up. Now, that might be a fun little quirk if you're writing a poem, but imagine an AI in a hospital hallucinating a drug dosage. Suddenly, it's not so fun anymore. It's incredibly dangerous. And wow, this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Look at that gap. The AI is presenting its answer with 99% confidence, but the actual factual accuracy is down at a measly 30%. If you rely on that, you're just asking for trouble. That is the gap we are here to close. So, how do we fix it? Well, we build an agentic quality gate. This isn't just about tweaking a model, it's a whole new system, a checkpoint powered by a really cool concept called the Evaluator-Optimizer Loop. It's all about introducing checks and balances into the system. Here's the key idea. Instead of one AI doing everything, we build a team. Think of it like a brilliant, fast writer. That's our generator AI. But then we pair that writer with a super tough, meticulous editor. That's our evaluator AI. Its only job is to be the critic, the fact checker, the quality gate. And the best part? This isn't something you have to do manually after the fact. The whole beauty of this setup is that it happens in real time, behind the scenes. All that checking and correcting is done before the answer ever gets to you, so you only see the good stuff. Okay, you might be wondering, how does this evaluator agent even know what's true? Great question. It uses a really powerful method called verification through consensus. Basically, it doesn't trust just one source. It builds a consensus to find the truth. Let's walk through it. So, step one, the generator AI pumps out a first draft. Instantly, the evaluator scans it for anything that seems off. Then, and this is the magic part, it cross-references the claims against a bunch of trusted sources. We're talking your company's internal documents, verified APIs, you name it. If it finds a problem, it flags it and sends it back to the first agent, forcing it to optimize the answer. It's just this relentless, automated cycle of improvement. All right, enough theory. The absolute best way to understand this is to see it in action. So let's put our AI to the test with a really simple but powerful challenge that I call the Wikipedia test. This is your moment. This is where you go from just using AI to actually engineering a reliable system. So are you ready to build something you know for a fact is grounded in truth? Okay, here's your action prompt. First, take a nice, dense Wikipedia article and feed it to your RAG system. Next, give an evaluator agent one simple job. Find anything that's inaccurate or outdated in what the AI generates based on that source text. And then step 3, just watch. See that loop in action as the evaluator flags problems and forces the generator to fix its own work. Once you run a test like that, you get it. The reward here is huge. You're not just getting slightly better answers, you are fundamentally changing your entire process into what we call a truth-assured workflow. And check this out. This is the payoff. By building a system that literally checks itself, you could see up to an 80% reduction in the amount of time humans need to spend looking over its shoulder. Just think about what you could do with all that freed up time. What this really means is you get to stop being an AI micromanager, constantly supervising and double-checking everything. You get to become a confident architect, deploying systems you know you can count on. And this slide just brings it all home. Remember where we started with that terrifying overconfidence gap where our trust was hovering around 30%? Well, by putting this agent-verified loop in place, we've totally flipped the script. Boom! We're at a 99% trust level, ready for anything. And that, right there, is a truth-assured workflow. Your AI's output is no longer a roll of the dice. It's reliable, it's grounded in fact, and it is absolutely ready for production. So, if this helped you level up your thinking on how to build AI you can trust, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Study Buddy with Notebook LM. We are your daily guide to the agentic revolution. Until next time, remember, the future isn't just about building powerful AI, it's about building AI we can actually rely on. Stay agentic.